Hello everybody, this is Mike coming back at you with another penny hunt and fill, episode 2, box 3 of the hunt. And we'll go ahead and look at this. I do have a good amount of circulated pennies, looking about 50-50 from the top side. No enders to speak of, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into it and I'll bring you back with my first find. All right, guys. Well, I'm halfway through the box and it took this long to get my first wheat cent find. So let's see what we got. A 1957 Denver. All right, so we got that. And I got a 1978 Canadian cent. I got two 2009s. And then I got a 1971 Denver with cool toning, possible for the book. 1980 in good shape red cent. 1981 good shape red cent. Neither one of those can go in this book, seeing as the book only goes to 1974. So I've been thinking I might actually go ahead and buy the book before this and the book after, so that I got a lot more places to slot cents. And it makes more sense to have all three books than to just do the one in the middle. So I might actually go ahead and do that, buy another book, or buy the two more books and then do them all. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to these to slot into the books when I get them. But I'm gonna go ahead and get back into this and I'll bring you back with my next find. All right, bring it back on roll 29. And we have two finds. Ironically, they are the same exact date. But nevertheless, we got a 1944 Philadelphia. And the other one right here. 1944 Philadelphia. Both of them in the same roll. And on top of those, I also have this here, which I'm gonna show you real quick. It's a 1970S, but if you look at the date, golly. If you look at the date, you look at the 9, the 7, the 0, and even part of the S. I haven't looked it up, so I don't know if there is any kind of DDO in a 1970S. But if there is, that looks like that'd probably be it. I don't know, but let me know what your thoughts are. So, man, I've only got 21 more to go, and it's looking like I'm gonna add another box to this. So this is probably gonna end up being box 3 and 4 on this episode 2 of Hunt and Fill. So anyway, I'm gonna get back at it and I'll bring you back with my next find. All right, guys, we're on roll 37 of the box and we have another find. And it is a 1944 Philadelphia. That is 3 for this box. All right, so As it stands right now, 3 1944s, 1 1957 Denver, and then a whole lot of nicer pennies. These last two have some cool toning to them. I don't know if you can see the toning, but that's got like that purplish blue and all that green stuff. And then this one is a 1981, and it's got like a foil kind of look to it, you know? So it's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna get back at it and I'll bring you back with my next find. All right, roll 39 of the box and I'll bring you back because we have another find. All right, let's see here. Got a 1946 Philadelphia. And we have another one. This one is reverse facing. And this one is a 1946 San Francisco. Well, that's cool. I'm gonna continue on with this hunt and I'll bring you back with my next find. All right, guys, same roll, and I found another one. Didn't see it earlier. This is another 1944 Philadelphia. All right, that makes 4 44s. All right, guys, I'm gonna continue on. I'll bring you back with my next find. All right, I'll bring you back on roll 40 of the box. And we got us another reverse facing wheat cent. I can see the wheat ears. And this one's gonna be a 1955 Philadelphia. All right, I'm gonna continue on with this box. We got 11 rolls to search, and hopefully we get a couple more finds. All right, guys, I'll bring you back on roll 45 of the box. And we have us another find, a little dirty. That's okay. What's the date? Looks like an older date. Looks like it's in the 30s. Yeah, it's a 1937, and that looks like a mint mark of some sort underneath the 3, but I cannot confirm. I'll have to see if I can't clean that up a little bit. There's the reverse side of it. Yeah, it's a 1937. Oh, that's cool. At least we got an earlier wheat penny. I got a couple more here to go through and 4 more rolls. So hopefully I have some more finds. I'll bring you back if I do. All right, guys. Well, that's the last of the box. No more finds. But just to go over what we have found, we got a 1937, possibly Denver. We got 4 1944s, right? And they're all Philadelphia. We've got 2 1946s, 1 Philadelphia, 1 San Francisco. And we got a 1955. We got a 1957 Denver. We got the Canadian cent, which is a 1978. We got 4 2009s. We got a 1998 with toning, a 1981 with toning, a 1961 Denver. It's a red cent. 1969 Denver. It's some of these are like red brown. 1971 Denver. 1972. 1974. 1974. I gotta look at those and see which one is the better of the two. 1976. 1976D. 1977, 1979, 1980, 1981, 1984, 1983, 1987, 1983. So look at those, see which one's the better. And a 1989. So all those are decent red cents, except for those two are just toners. And then this is all my stacks of copper. About to put them in the cup, but I didn't have a cup when I started over here, and I didn't get up to figure that out. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go ahead and put another box on this hunt. And then after that, I will start plugging stuff into the book. But I don't have a box, another box with me at the moment, so I'll have to wait till I get home. So the next time you see me, I'll probably be in my office at the house doing the rest of this hunt. But I'm just filling up this cup real quick so that I can show you guys like how much copper was in this box, because it's a bunch for one box. And it's crazy that I got this much copper and only 9 wheat cents. You know, and then some of the copper are these red pennies right here that I'm not putting in this cup. Look at that. The cup's almost full with one box. Crazy. Probably close to 5 pounds. All right. Well, I'll see you guys. It'll be a second for you, but it'll be tomorrow for me. All right. I'll bring you back when I get my box. All right, guys. Well, I'm back at the office while my computer's working on updates. I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys the new box. It is again 4X's. This is definitely picked up at a different time, but same bank. So, but hopefully these are a little bit better. It looks like there is a lot more newer. Well, maybe not. Well, the only way to figure it out is just to get at it. So I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start on the first roll, and I'll bring you back as soon as I get a find. Hopefully it's sooner than later. All right, guys, see you in a minute. All right, guys, not as bad as the last box, but still not too great. Roll 11. And we have our first find. Well, our first wheat penny anyway. It's a 1952 Denver. Not in too bad shape. Right, and then I also found a 1960 Denver. And also, I think a better 1979 than what I had behind it. You could tell it's a little bit more red. I gotta look at it, make sure detail is better and everything else. And then I found another 2009 right there. So I'm gonna get back in it and I'll bring you back with my next find. All right, we're on roll 19 and we have another find. It's really hard to see. I'm probably gonna have to bring it up on the computer. Let's see what we can get off of this thing. It is a D mint mark. It's a teen, so it's an oldie, but I just cannot see what that last digit is. So I'll try to clean it up and bring it back on here, and we'll try to see if we can figure it out. All right, well, I'll bring you back as soon as I either get this cleaned up or have another find. All right, guys, well, I got it cleaned up a little bit with my fingernail, and it is a 1916, and then it's an S, not a D. I know it's still hard to see with my camera, but looking at it on the screen here with just my eyes, that is definitely an S. So 1916 S. It's not on my, so it might be a semi-key date, but it's not a key date. All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the board and we'll get back at it, and I'll bring you back on my next find. All right, guys, I'll bring you back on roll 21 with another find. Let's see what we got here. Phew, cannot hold on to these things. All right. 1957 Denver. I believe I got one of those, and I do. All right, and then I looked up this 1916S, and it's not even a semi-key date. There's 22.5 million minted, so, oh well. Anyway, I'm gonna get back at it, and I'll bring you back on my next find. All right, guys, same roll, a little further back, we're almost to the end. And I found another one. Let's see here. It's a 1957 Philadelphia. Well, that'll go with the 257 Denvers. All right, then. I'm going to get back at it. I'll bring you back with my next find. All right, guys. The next roll. 22 of the box. And I got me another wheat penny. So 1952 Denver. And that'll go with that other 1952 Denver. So I'm having a good time doing this. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And I'm going to get back at it, and I'll bring you back in my next find. All right, I'll bring you back at the very next roll. 23 of the box. And so there it is, right there. Pops out at you. Look at the color on that one. What do we got here? 1945 Philadelphia. That's a nice looking one there. All right, guys. That's the only one I could see like this, but if I find another one, I'll bring you back. All right, guys. I'm on roll 29 of the box. And we got another find here. Believe it's a last year. Pretty dark. Let's see what we can get. Yep, 1958 Denver. I'll put that right there next to the 57s, the last year wheat penny. And I'm going to get back at it. I'll bring you back on my next find. All right, guys, roll 32 of the box. So we got a 1951 Denver. It's got a lot of corrosion on it. Even more so in the back. All right, well, I'll put that there, and I'm gonna get back at it. I'll bring you back in my next find. All right, guys, roll 40 of the box, and we have another find. 1942 Denver. This one here's in pretty good shape. All right, it's our first 42. All right, guys, I'm gonna get back at it. Got 10 more rolls to go, and I'll bring you back if I have another find. All right, guys, we're on roll 41 of the box. And just come across this guy. It's a 1958 Denver. In decent shape. We'll put that with the other one. All right, guys, I'll bring you back if I have another find. All right, guys, we're on roll 47 of the box, and I've come up with another find, possibly two, and I'll get to that in just a second. But this is a 1958 Denver. All right, so now we got 3 of those. But I also got this 65, and I think it might be a clip paint, or if you look at it, it's just the right size. I don't know, you guys let me know what you think. I'm gonna hang on to it. We'll put it up there as a find. And I'm gonna get back at it. I got 3 rolls, so if I have another find, I'll bring you back. If not, we'll get on with the wrap up. All right, guys, well, that's the end of the hunt. And we've got a lot of stuff that we could possibly plug in or update in the book. So a couple things that I've gotten, actually in this very last roll that I just did, I got a 1971 Canada cent, or Canadian. Right, so that makes 2 of those. So now we got a 1971, 1978. We got that, what I'm guessing is a clip panchet, 1965. 2 2009s, it doesn't have the extra finger. Then we have 4 of these, and that one right there looks like brand new. This one has no scratches on it whatsoever, both sides. Well, it's got that, whatever that smudge black stuff is. But other than that, like, that's it. So we got the 1916 San Francisco, 1937 Philadelphia, 1942 Denver. That one's by itself. 1944 Philadelphia. I believe we got 4 of those. We do. 1945 Philadelphia. 1946 San Francisco. And then we have a 1946 Philadelphia. We got a 1951 Denver. I think that one's by itself. It is. 1952 Philadelphia. And a 1952 Denver. We got a 1955 Philadelphia. 1957. We got 1 Denver, 2 Denvers, 1 Philadelphia. And 1958. And we have all 3 Denver. All right, as far as nicer looking pennies, I got these two up here that I kept because they're toners. The 1998, 1981. I even found this one here. Check that out. I was checking this for the wide AM, and I put it up there. I mean, you can't really see it too good when you're looking right at it, but that is a 1998D. So that one has pretty cool toning on it itself too. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one. Then we got, this is where we come into the nice ones. 1960 Denver, 1960 Philadelphia, 1961 Denver, 1963, 1964, 1969 Denver, 1971 Denver, 1968, 1972, 1973, 1974, and we got a couple of those, so I gotta see which one looks the best. So I think it's gonna be that one on top. 1976, two of them. 1976D, two 1977s. I think that one on top is the better out of the two. 1978, 1979, and either the middle one or that top one's going to be the best of those. A 1974 San Francisco, which is in pretty good shape. Then I got that 1970 that had the what I thought was doubling. I looked it up and I saw something that looked like it, but this is only the date, right? So let me get this looking, come on. So if you can see it, it's only on the date in the S Mint mark. It's nowhere else. You know, I don't see anything on any of the lettering. So I'm not exactly 100% sure what variety that is. I mean, I tried looking it up. I saw one that looked exactly like it, except for it had doubling on the lettering as well. But we'll get back to this. 1980, Philadelphia, 1981, and we got two. One, I think this one here looks like it's red, but it also has some kind of toning to it. 1983, 1985 Denver, 1984, 1985. We got two of those. Not sure which one's going to be the better. 1987, 1988, and 1989. So we pretty much almost have all dates. Of course, I don't have the book for the 80s. I don't have, my book only goes up to 74. So 75 up, we're going to have to put those in a baggie or something and keep them separated for when I get my other books in. And then I'll go ahead and start plugging those in. But we'll go ahead and look at what we have and we'll see what we can put in the book. If I have some decent looking wheat cents, I'll put them in there, but I might just go ahead and put some in there, plug them in. All right, well, I'll be right back and I'll show you what I've done in the book as far as adding and or updating or putting a better coin in. All right, well, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so if I upgraded it, it's going to be a penny on top of a penny. And the penny on top would be the one that I pulled out. And then If you just see one kind of sitting there like that one, that is something I'm plugging in extra, right? So it would never had nothing there. But this on top, that's our old 1973. And that now is our new 73. That is our old 72 and our new 72. All right, we're going to be putting this 71D in, this 69D, even though it's not in the best shape, but I'm sure we'll upgrade that at some point. Then we're going to be putting in this 1964 Philadelphia. We're going to be putting in this, well, let's start at the bottom. We're going to be putting this 1961D in. That's our old 1960. Because remember, I had that one spot on it. Well, now I got one without the spot. So it's looking pretty good. We're going to be putting in this 1958D. We're going to be putting in this 1957. And we're going to be putting in this 1952 Denver. We're going to be putting in this 1951 Denver, even though it's not the best, but we didn't have nothing there, so we'll upgrade it later. All right. We're going to be putting in this 1946 Philadelphia and this 1946 San Francisco. We upgraded the 1945 from a brown to a, like maybe a red brown. We're going to be plugging in this 1942 Denver. And that is all that I'm putting in the book. So we have 10 new pennies going in the book. And I believe there was 4 being upgraded. So not too bad. All right, guys. Well, I got a little tongue twisted back there, so I cut a bunch of this stuff out. I don't know what I was doing. But anyway, you got Memorial Day weekend coming up. I hope y'all have a great weekend. I know we're going to be barbecuing and inviting some friends over. And I'm probably not going to be doing any penny hunting this weekend. This video should go out Sunday. It should go out on Sunday. So I hope you guys enjoy your weekend with your families and friends. All right, well, I'm going to leave you guys at that, and I hope to see you back on the next video.